Hello, this is Mr. Briggs coming to you from my secret volcano lair located in the South Pacific. Today I'm here to teach you about two kinds of variability. This is from our data distributions lesson 1.4. Your classwork today is going to be on 13 through 15, then 12 through 13, 19, and 20 through 23. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. The first thing that we're going to have are talking about different kinds of graphs. And we've got three different types of graphs that we're going to discuss. The first one is called a value bar graph. And a value bar graph, quite simply, is a really big net. It basically says a graph that compares values without any real ordering. Okay, we just have these values here. So we've got Santo and Sarah and Pam and Melosa, and without any kind of rhyme or reason, we just put them in order and show what their values are. Now this is easy to put together, it's easy to read, but there's some things that we can't do with it that we can do with other graphs. And I'll explain that further on. Because just the structure of the graph can sometimes make our life easier. The next one we have is the ordered bar graph. And the ordered bar graph is a graph where we put the values in order from smallest to largest or largest to smallest. We know right away Juanita is our minimum value. We know right away that Manny here is our maximum value. And I know that somewhere in the middle here, maybe Sarah is going to be my median. And looking at kind of the weight of the numbers, I know probably somewhere near Sarah, maybe Molly, I'm going to find my mean, my average. So we can do a lot more things with an ordered bar graph. But I'm going to talk about my favorite type of graph, which is the line plot. And the line plot is the easiest kind of graph there ever was. The line plot works like this. We take a bunch of numbers. So for instance, we measured a bunch of people's heads, and each of these X's here represents a person. We don't even bother writing the names down. We basically just make a really simple bar graph. And each X shows us where somebody landed. So for instance, I know that 4 people had 56. So if I was to list these out, I would have 55. I would have 55.25, 55.5, 55.5, 55.5. There's 3 of those right there. And I can tell really easily on this what my mode is. I can find my median by counting how many X's there are and finding my middle X. I can even find my mean by kind of trying to balance this in a certain way. So this is a very, very versatile and easy to put together plot. Okay? So, how to do your lesson. Now, in your lesson today, one of the things you're going to be required to do is you're going to be required to measure the heads of people in the classroom using a tape measure. Really, only measure about 10 or 15 people. As of the time I'm recording this, I've got 33 people in the class. This will take all day. Just do 10 or 15 people and be prepared to make line plots and find the averages for those 10 to 15 people. Your lesson notes are going to be, sorry, not your lesson notes, our practice for today, once again, is 1.4. You're going to find it on pages 13 through 15, do problems 12 through 13, 19, and 20 through 23 in the ACE problems. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, have fun, ask lots of questions, do some good math.